The Irminger current or East Greenland current flows between Iceland and Greenland and cools the North Atlantic drift at the point of convergence. Hi everyone. In the previous lecture we did talk about circulation of North Atlantic Ocean. In this video we are going to talk about circulation of South Atlantic Ocean. Before moving to South Atlantic Ocean circulation, we should know that within the ring of currents in North Atlantic Ocean, an area in the middle of Atlantic has no perceptible current and a large amount of floating seaweeds gathers, and that area is known as Sargasso Sea. In the previous lecture, I forgot to tell you about that. So, I am mentioning that here. Apart from the clockwise circulation of currents, there are also currents that enter the North Atlantic from the Arctic regions. These cold waters are blown south by outflowing polar winds. The Irminger current or East Greenland current flows between Iceland and Greenland and cools the North Atlantic drift at the point of convergence. The cold Labrador current drifts southeastwards between West Greenland and Baffin Island to meet the warm Gulf Stream of Newfoundland as far south as 50° north, where the icebergs carried south by the Labrador current melt. So, two currents and one Sargasso Sea that we forgot to mention in the previous lecture. One is Irminger current, another is Labrador current, and the Sargasso Sea. So, these three things were left out in the previous lecture. So, we are mentioning it here. Alright. Now, let's come to South Atlantic Ocean. South Atlantic Ocean follows the same pattern of circulation as the North Atlantic Ocean. The major line of difference is that the circuit is anti-clockwise and the collection of seaweed in the still waters of mid-South Atlantic is not so distinctive. Where the South Equatorial current is split at Cape Sao Roque, one branch turns south as the warm Brazilian current, and we mentioned it in the previous lecture as well. The deep blue waters of Brazilian currents are easily distinguishable from the yellow muddy waters carried hundreds of miles out to sea by the Amazon further north. At about 40 degrees south, the influence of the prevailing westerlies and rotation of Earth propel the current eastwards to merge with cold west wind drift as the South Atlantic current. On reaching the west coast of Africa, the current is diverted northwards as the cold Venezuela current. Venezuela current can be considered as counterpart of the Canaries current. It brings the cold polar water of west wind drift into tropical latitudes. Driven by the regular southeast trade winds, the Venezuela current surges equatorwards in a northwesterly direction to join the South Equatorial current. This completes the circulation of currents in the South Atlantic. In between the North and South Equatorial current is the east flowing equatorial counter current. Alright, so these are the details about circulation of oceanic currents in South Atlantic Ocean. This sums up our discussion of today when it comes to circulation of Atlantic Ocean at large. In the next lecture, we will talk about circulation of the Pacific Ocean. For more such content, do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.